Okay, so I gotta share something else. I was watching the video when some people came over to LaFollette High School, and they were talking about the referendum, and they were talking about like the things that they wanted to do and stuff, and like architects were gonna be there and stuff, and I'm like, what does an architect have to do with education, and why are there architects here? Like, shouldn't we be asking some other questions before we get to the architects? It's like you know, me saying, you know, are we gonna, you know, get married or not? And I'm coming in with like pictures of like the wedding dress or the venue. It's like, don't put the carriage before the horse here. Hold on. One of the things that one of the earlier presenters was talking about before I had to stop the video because I was getting so upset was he goes, he's like, yeah, you know, our schools are doing, you know, better and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and our GPAs are up, you know, higher than ever. I was like, hold on a second, all right? I was a teacher for 6 years. And as a teacher in a high schoe, I can take a kid to an A, I can take a kid to an F. I, as a teacher, can do pretty much whatever I want, okay? I have an extreme amount of control that I can exercise over a kid's grade. Not doing well, you can take a retake or give you extra credit or do some extra homework, or I can slip points in anywhere I want. My point is, the accountability that I had as a teacher and like you know, influencing kids' grades was well, first of all, I had a ton of influence, but I had very few people, almost nobody, I'm gonna say, looking over my shoulder to say, give this, don't give that, was this grade fair, was that grade fair? Like I was in total control. So I could take my class average up to a 90 or to a 95 or to an 80, whatever, and nobody was ever checking my grade book. Ever. So when someone makes a statement like, oh, well, our GPAs are blah, 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 that doesn't mean anything. Because there's no accountability on the teacher, I'm just projecting, there's no accountability on me to hold me in check. There's no checks and balances. I could be a great teacher, I could be a terrible teacher, I can do whatever I want with the grade, and when there's 90s in the class or 95s or whatever, do you think I'm hearing anything from the parents? I'm not hearing a peep. As soon as my grades drop, oh, we're in the 80s, we're in the 70s, whatever. Now we start to hear chatter. But if I just push them through, it's easier for me as a teacher, and the kids are happy, the parents are happy. I have to do less work. I just, oh, you're fine, let's just keep on moving, keep moving. Next class, come on in, okay, here you go, right? I'm not saying everyone does that, I'm just saying this has been my experience, and this is kind of how I think it goes. As a teacher, you don't want to put up with all this extra bull crap, right? If you just give the kids what they want or make the parents happy, you don't get people on your back. So again, this goes back to when the guy, I don't know who he was speaking, when he goes, oh, well, our GPAs are doing ever, you know, higher and higher. It's like, dude, that is not an accurate metric. Get off it. That's false. So people who are not teachers who are listening to this, don't be fooled. So anyway.